everything. Okay, Foraging and Adventures. And here I am going to teach you guys how to make crispy pork. Like the ones you see at the Chinese stores and restaurants, right? Anyways, it's my new year and that's what I am making for my ancestry meal. So stay tuned and I'll come back and show you the ingredients. Well folks, before we get into the spices, let's talk about the pork. It has to be nice, cool, and dry, okay? I already had washed it and everything, and it is patted dry, so it's a nice dry piece of pork. Now we'll go into the ingredients. First, I have 1 tablespoon of each ingredient, okay? I have 1 tablespoon of Himalayan pink salt, 1 tablespoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of onion salt and powder mix, 1 tablespoon of granulated garlic powder salt mix, and I love Spanish paprika. Now, when they do it in original, they use smoked paprika. But anyways, I like the Spanish better. And then they also use Chinese 5-spice. I personally don't like Chinese 5-spice, so I don't use it. Okay? And some people use cumin. I am not going to get all like that. I am doing what I like as flavor-wise, and that's what I like. Okay? Now preparing our pork, let's flip this over. So, what you're going to want to do is to incorporate all the spices in here to make it nice and flavorful and even. I am going to cut my pork. I cut it about 1 inch, width, about 3/4 inch down, okay? So you got to do that evenly. And thanks to my wife, I have this awesome sharp knife. So anyways, you just do it evenly as much as possible. But it's the depth that's very important, okay? And then I just go ahead and go square this way. And then this way. Okay? Anyways, see that? So they're nice and even like that. Now, folks, all you do is rub this in, okay? You want to make sure you get all the crevices. Now, at this point, I will not pick up my pork because I don't want any seasoning on the skin itself, just on the outside here, okay? So I don't lift my pork at this point. Season it all the way. Now, I also try and pat it on the sides, but without lifting that pork, because I don't want it on the skin. Okay? So if you find pork belly, find the ones that still have the skin on it. That's why I have this on a cutting board, so I could just turn the cutting board without picking up the pork itself. Okay? Use every bit of this, because you want it flavorful, okay? That's the whole thing. You want it very flavorful. Okay. And the salt will help draw out some more moisture for you and everything. So that's the good part. I mean, get in there with it. Alright. Now, the process next is we're going to put it in a little box, like baking pan, whatever, but we're going to make our own baking pan because we want it really sealed right, so that way none of the air gets into it and everything. So I got this extra long. I'm going to go ahead and take off my gloves now, and I'm going to get this foil out, and then you're going to make yourself a box. Alright, so I'll start out with a real big sheet. And I see how big it is. So I'm going to start off with, move that out of my way, making my box, okay? I'm going to start, I think it's about that big. So you want to make it a little bit bigger than the piece of pork itself to start, okay? Just to start. And then, about like that, babe. Let's see. Yep. Then you will carefully pick this up. Like that. Okay, now if you get some seasoning on the skin, just go ahead and wipe it off. There's a reason for it. Because you don't want the skin itself to have any seasoning yet, okay? So, once that's done, I lift up. See that? Making sure that it's really tight. So, it may be oblong. Well, my pork is not as square as I want it to be. But that's okay. So, then I pull this up too. Then I pull this up. I guess I should make this a little bit shorter. This side just a little bit shorter. Just so that way, there we go. There we are. There. So it's not too high up, right? Anyways, there's that. So, I take this and I just go like that. Okay? Pull it up. So it's nice and tight. This is so easy to make. And, well, I don't know why I don't make it more often. I don't have to wait till New Year's. Chinese New Year anyways. But anyways, so I have a really nice tight box that or baking pan basically that I made on my own. Alright? So folks, I am going to put this in the oven at 210 degrees for 1 hour. Then I'll come back to you. Alright folks, so an hour has gone by and what I did was just take it out just now. It's still very hot. And in here I have a little bit of oil. And all I'm going to do is brush on my oil liberally, okay? Yeah. Oh, look at that. Gives it a nice shine. And it's still a little rubbery, but that's what is expected of it, okay? So, put that on there. Oh, yeah. All right, now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add salt to the top. What I want to make sure is that I kind of get it all over. So I'm just going to rub it all around like this and get it all over, okay? Now, we just stick it back in the oven at 400 for another half an hour, and then we'll plate this up. All right, folks, look at this. I took it out of the oven, and you can still hear it crackling. Okay, we're going to let it sit here for just a minute, and then I'm going to cut it up, and Brenda's going to come in and taste it. Let's slice some of this up. You hear it? That's all I'm going to cut for now. Put it back in its juices. Hi, honey. Hey. So I know you've had crispy pork, but this is homemade crispy pork. So I want you to tell the people if you like it or not. I just had a piece of crackling. Would you like to try one? This is all what it's all about, the crackling, right? We got the crunch. Yeah. Let's see if we got the flavors. I'll let you have this one because it's not as fatty, and because I know you don't like the fat as much as I do. You're just gonna eat all the cracklings, babe? Well, can you try that and tell the people if you like it? Oh, did you already have it with the meat and everything? Oh. What do you think, babe?
It's good.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, there you guys go. So easy to make it for yourself. Yeah, right, honey?
Mm-hmm.
I just sat in here and I just made it and it was done. Anyways, guys, if you guys like these types of videos, let me know. And I'll try and make more. Until next time, may all your adventures be A-okay.